Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I'm getting ready for work. I'm not going to do an outfit of the day because I'm just going to wear scrubs today. Put my hair in a ponytail. I'm throwing on a little bit of makeup, but I'm going to, Lindsay's dirty. I'm going to give you guys an update on Mom today, or for those of you who don't know what happened to my mom. So, but I'm getting ready. And I just bought this new mascara and I want to show it to you guys. It's by Maybelline, Curl and Bounce. And I freaking love it. I don't know if you guys can see. I need to fix my camera. And my eyes are puffy and swollen. They have a little edema in them because I've been crying for about 2 days. Which is another reason you haven't heard from me. So, in a nutshell, my mom was in a pretty bad car wreck. She's alive. Everybody else is alive in the other car. But it was pretty tragic. So anyway, I'll fill you in on that. But my eyes are a little puffy. But I wanted you to see this mascara. I don't know if you guys can. I'm a little shaky. I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh, hold on. I don't know. Can you see it? Anyway, I'm loving it. I've only put on 2 coats. Curl and Bounce by Maybelline. I just love it. Anyway, I'm going to go get ready. I'll get back to you in the car. Good morning again. We're in the car. 39 degrees. I'm sorry, I keep wanting to look over here and you guys are over here. You're over here. This phone is not my favorite. You know, I was a Motorola girl for 6 years. When I'd paid my Motorola, when I would pay off my phone, I would go get another one, you know, and it was always a Motorola because I love them. Well, this is the Samsung Ultra 21S bougie, whatnot, and I don't like it. Anytime I text on it, the numbers don't push, the letters don't push all the way. It's a mess. Anyway, so sorry. I'm looking over here. Car's warming up for a minute, and I thought I would give you an update on my mom. Looking for my inhaler. This is my little pink Ipsy bag. I traded the green one out for this. This one's a little sturdier, and I just love this. And I need my inhaler. I'm using my, you guys can see, my backpack purse that I just absolutely love and adore. I always thought it was fun to watch those videos, the what's in my purse, what's in my bag. If you guys want me to do one of those, let me know. That'll be a fun lazy night video to do, if you guys want to, if anybody cares. Coffee. So, those of you who are friends with me on Facebook already know, and Instagram already know, my mom was in a bad car wreck. So, in a nutshell, witnesses are saying Mom doesn't remember, or she doesn't think so. We're gonna drive and talk. Gotta get off the curb, Amy. In a nutshell, she ran a red light. She was hit, almost T-boned, but it hit the front of her car. All the airbags went off. She was not wearing her seatbelt because she's stubborn. I love you, Mom, you're stubborn. She was not wearing her seatbelt. And my sister said that she's always like, Mom, wear your seatbelt. She's like a little kid. Put your seatbelt on. Put your seatbelt on. And I don't know why Mom doesn't. I need to preface this by telling you my mom is not scared of anything. She's never been scared of anything. She's not scared of the wreck she might get in without wearing a seatbelt. She's not scared of the ticket she might get. Mom ain't scared. She never has been. She's like a little 5'1" ball of, I do things my way. I'm gonna do things my way. That's how my mom is. God love her. She is the strongest person I've ever known in my whole life. And I credit her for that because she had to be, and I'm strong today because of her. My sister and I both. So, anyway, she wasn't wearing her seatbelt. She didn't want to. And she ran a red light. She's like, I don't think I ran the red light, Amy. I don't remember that. I said, well, it's okay, Mom. You're okay. Everybody's okay. It happens. I said, don't you remember when I totaled your Honda? Like, I totaled my mom's Honda because of the same idea. I didn't run a red light, but I pulled out in front of a truck too. It was too late. And he T-boned me. And anyway, so there's 3 people in the other car. Everybody's okay, as far as we know. Mom is okay. She's banged up bad. There's no internal bleeding or anything, but she's beat up. Her whole body hurts. She can't stand up yet. Her face is busted up. Her legs are busted up. My poor little mama. So y'all say a prayer for my mom. Pray for the other car, please. We haven't had an update on them other than the last we heard. One of the ladies had abdominal pain, but everybody's okay. So we haven't got an update on that yet. I'm assuming we would have heard something if it was dire, you know what I mean? So my sister's down there with her, of course. My mom lives with my sister, and we are heading to Lubbock on Thursday. Me, Alex, and Wyatt. Shane and Riley can't go because they have to work. But me and my boys are going up there. We had already planned on going. I've been planning on going to Lubbock January 18th for months. It's perfect timing, actually. So, anyway, Mom got hit. She ran a red light. She got hit. And her car plowed through this huge, in between. Her car plowed in between a huge bank brick wall and this giant electrical box as big as my car on an electrical pole. She got hit and her car went, and they were close together. Angels were surrounding her. Angels, I believe, were surrounding. It gives me goosebumps and makes me want to cry. God sent his angels and surrounded my mom, because if she would have hit that wall or that electrical box, she would not be with us today. She would not be with us. But God made a way to where her car went right in between the two. And y'all know how I get when it comes to my mom. So anyway, she's okay. She's at the hospital. She'll probably have to go to rehabilitation. God has allowed her to stay here with me and my sister and our grandkids. He has kept her here. She should have died 3 times by now, and he just keeps her here. And I feel like it's because he knows my sister and I aren't ready. He knows. It's not time for him to take her home. But she has survived a massive heart attack, a massive stroke, this car wreck, a fall where she broke her tailbone in San Antonio, and a fall at home. A stroke, a heart attack, 2 falls, and a car wreck. All within the last 3 years or so. And she just keeps getting back up. She just keeps getting back up. And it's incredible to me. And I just thank God every time. I'm like, thank you for not taking her yet. Anyway, I didn't mean to get emotional. So, I talked to her last night. And hang on. She called me last night. I had called her and she didn't answer, and she called me back. So she's aware enough to use her phone. She was aware enough to, after the wreck, she called Kimberly immediately. She didn't call the police. She called my sister. Somebody else called the police. And the ambulance and the 911, but she called me last night, and we talked a little bit, and like, Mom, do you have your call light? Do you have your TV remote? Do you have your charger to your phone? Because my sister was with her all day yesterday, but then my sister had to go home because she had to get her boys. And you can't have yourself and a bunch of kids at the hospital anymore. That's not how the world works now because of COVID. Nor do we want a bunch of sick around Mom in case anybody's cruddy. So my sister had to go home. She'll go back up there today. I'll be there Wednesday or Thursday. Me and my boys will be there Thursday. I would leave now. I would leave sooner and just go now today. But my boys are coming with me, and they both have to work today and tomorrow. So anyway, there's that. She's okay. She called me last night. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. We talked about the wreck and made sure she had what she needed. And her speech is slurred, and she's real slow to talk. She said, my talking's not very good. I said, that's okay. I know. And so she's kind of spacey. She goes, I don't remember running the red light. And I said, it's okay. And then I said, I'm going to be there Thursday, Mom. Me and the boys are coming. And she said, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. And she said, how's Shane's mom? In her own misery. She said, how's Shane's mom? Is she okay? Because Shane's mom has been down with COVID. I said, she's fine, Mom. Is she in the hospital? I said, no, she never had to go to the hospital. She never had to go. She stayed home. But, Shane's mom is not 100% well either. She has a lot of things that you don't see on the surface that she deals with, physically. And we've always been terrified for her or my mom to get COVID. And she got this strand, Omicron, whatever, and she's coming out of it. She never had to go to the hospital, but my mom was like, asked about her in 2 different phone calls. My mom's like, how's Shane's mom? I'm like, she's okay and you're okay. Everybody's okay. So this is why my eyes are swollen. And I don't want my new mascara to run. I need to quit crying. Like I'm on the verge. I haven't dropped any tears yet, but I'm on the verge. So, anyway. And then the last thing she said, when you get here, will you paint my nails? I said, I'll do anything you want. I'll do anything you want. Of course. I said, you want me to paint your toenails too? She goes, well, I don't know. I haven't really got to look at them. And I said, well, we'll just do a mani-pedi. I got you, Mom. We'll just make a whole spa day. And she's like, okay. So she wants her nails painted, okay? So that's what we're going to do. I don't know if she'll be home by the time I get there. I kind of hope she's home, so we can take care of her there. But she may not be well enough to come home yet because she's in so much pain. But it busted up her face pretty bad. She didn't have to get any stitches anywhere. She didn't break any bones. I'm like, Mom, you are made of steel. She's 70 years old. And that's still kind of young. She's an old 70. There's a young 70. People are still out blowing and going and acting like they're in their 30s. And then you have an old 70 for people who haven't taken care of themselves, which is my mom. She's been smoking since she was 16 years old. She's been a smoker. And she won't give it up. She's just not going to. She won't do it. And the doctors and the nurses, every time something happens to her, they're like, are you ready to quit yet? And she just laughs at them. She's like, no, I know I need to, I know I do, but she's not doing it. And so we know that'll never happen. That is, like I said, she's stubborn, and it happened. That's my mama. And that's her vice, and it's just the way it is. I mean, you can't get somebody to quit smoking until they're ready. I used to smoke. And, I put it down because I like breathing better. I like to breathe. And I don't want to be an old 70. And I like to work out, and I want to be healthy. And, my dad died when he was dad died when he was 60, 61, and he had already had a heart attack. He had open heart surgery. He had a pacemaker because he was a smoker. And so dad died young, and mom is still with us. So that's the update on mom. Update on, thank you all for your prayers. Those who have already been praying, those of you who will continue to pray. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. And tell the Lord thank you for surrounding her with his angels. Because he did. There were messengers there. I'm 100% convinced. There were messengers there. Update on Cherie. Cherie's golden. She went home last week early because she got COVID. So when I get to the office, I have to swab myself real quick. We all have to swab ourselves or get swabbed. I'll just swab myself. We all have to do a COVID test before we can come in the office. So I'll have Jamie or Jenny run me out a test, and then I'll just sit in the car until I'm allowed to come in. Or I'll just go in and swab myself by the door. I don't know what that's going to look like, but I have to take a COVID test this morning. Cherie was sick for about 48 hours, and now she's going stir crazy. She's like, can I please come back to work? And Maggie's like, no. If your symptoms are gone for 5 days, counting, she's been out. She left last Thursday, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday. She quit having symptoms like on Sunday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, she'll be good. She'll be like, you have to wear your mask when you come back, and you have to be symptom-free for however long. I don't know. I think it's 5 days now, something. Anyway, Cherie gets to come back Thursday, but I won't be there. So she's feeling great. She's going stir crazy. She wants out. She's like, I'm going crazy. How do people do this? But anyway, and then my Alex is getting over the crud. He has been sick, so he's actually staying home one more day today, and then he'll go back to work tomorrow. But he's gonna come up to the office and see me because I got to give him paperwork because he's trying to get his passport because he's going to Mexico with some of his friends this summer. So he's trying to get that done. He's got to get that expedited. And there's all that, and then I have to go car shopping. I have to go car shopping. Stat, because and I need to go to the bank. Riley needs a car for college. I probably told you guys this. She drives a little old Mercedes, and it's fine for running around town, but it is not a car you want to go off to college in. So if something happens to her little car, she just calls her daddy, and he comes and fixes it, and that's the end of it. She's back on the road. So can't do that if you're 2 hours away. So she's going to OU, which is 2 hours away. She needs a good car for college, so she wants my car. She said, Dad, I love Amy's car. And Shane said, would you sell her your car and you can go buy something else? And I said, sure. Sure. I mean, you don't have to twist my arm. I'll go buy another car. So I am going to miss my little Kia. I love her, my little mini Pearl. But she is actually the perfect car for Riley to take off to college. She's perfect. She's a perfect little college car. My little mini Pearl. So Riley is buying her, and she has already started giving me chunks of money to pay her off. So she's almost, I think I only owe $9,000 left on it, and Riley's paying that. And so Riley and her dad and her grandma, they're all coming together and buying this. And then I am saving my car payment money. Since they're paying this off, I'm saving my regular car payment for the next 3 or 4 months, and then I'll put that as a down payment on something else. So here's my thing. What kind of car do I get? I thought about getting another Jeep, but then I was like, no. As much as I loved my Jeep, I loved it, but there's not enough trunk space. There's just not. So I'll probably get a little SUV, some kind of little SUV. I don't know. What do you guys drive? What do you think? Give me some ideas. I was really wanting to test drive the Mitsubishi Outlander, but there's not any in the state of Oklahoma, and I'm not trying to drive out of state to get a car. There's no Mitsubishi dealerships here. I'm not doing that. It is not that serious. I just need a good little SUV, and used cars are every bit as expensive as brand new cars, which is stupid. So I'll just find a little brand new something. I also wanted to look at the Kia Tellurides, but I hear those are catching fire, and that's the last thing I need. I considered a minivan, but unless it's a Carnival, I don't want it. So I might look at like a Jeep Grand Cherokee, or I don't know. Cherie just bought a little Buick Encore. Oh my god, it's so cute. It is so freaking cute. And Maggie bought a Ford Explorer. It's gorgeous. I know Jenny's in the market for a car too. I don't know when she's buying, but I gotta hustle. So when I get back from my mom's, I gotta start test driving vehicles and see what I want. My little car payment right now is only like $300. How much is my car payment? $376. I think a month is what I pay for my Kia. $376. I had a high interest rate because when I bought this, my credit wasn't great, and my credit's a lot better now than it was then. Plus, it'll be paid off, and then Alex's car, which is also in my name, he only owes like another $1,000 on it. It's about paid off. So anyway, my little car payment, I'm just talking, I'm just running my mouth. My little car payments, that's $376 a month, I think. And so I already know that unless I just get something little, I'm gonna have a higher car payment. I'm not excited about that, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So I'll look at the Toyotas and the Hondas. I remember when I was shopping for this car, I found a little Toyota Corolla that I freaking felt. No, it was a Honda Accord. Oh, I just loved it. I just loved it. But I think I want an SUV. But I don't know if you noticed, all the SUVs look the same. Everything looks the same. Shane asked me that the other day. He's like, did you notice that, you know, because when you're in the market for a car, you're starting to really zone in on everything everybody's driving. You're like, ooh, that's cute, don't like that. You know, you're car shopping driving down the road at other people's cars. And he's like, have you ever noticed that lately all the SUVs look the same? And I said, yeah, everything looks just alike. Everything looks the same. Anyway, I'm at work. I just wanted to give you guys an update. I'm not going to be back in this video. If I come back, it'll be another video. So I'm going to sign off. I love you. The Lord loves you more. Thanks for listening to me cry.